Hey guys, Camera Pace here, or more Camper here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I know I may be like a few days late. Like, let's see when this happened. Uh, yeah, I'm a few days late, 5 days late. But as you know, the Copa America has recently happened, and I'm gonna be giving the Copa America results. Now, it all started where in the match between Brazil and Bolivia, where Brazil blowed out Bolivia 3-0, and I believe Coutinho, Richarlison, and Everton scored. Well, no, Richarlison didn't score. Well, it was just 3-0, which puts me on top of the group. And then in Venezuela versus Peru, it was a 0-0 draw, and Peru had a really good chance. Had some really good chances, and Venezuela got the red card. So, but it stayed 0-0 with Brazil at the top of the group, and Bolivia in last place. Venezuela and Peru tied. And Argentina and Colombia. Colombia winning 2-0. This was big for this group. It was really big. Put Colombia in the front, and then Paraguay and Qatar drawed 2-2, which put Colombia in front. Paraguay and Qatar tied in second place. Argentina at the bottom of the group. Uruguay versus Ecuador. Uruguay won 4-0. 4-0 with Venezuela getting a red card, or Ecuador. And then Japan versus Chile. Chile won. I'm sorry, I said Chile, not Chile. But Chile won 4-0 against Japan, which put them tied in front of the group. Was Japan second and Ecuador third. I know this because of foul play. And then match A2, Peru beat Bolivia 3-1, and Brazil drawed with Venezuela 0-0. This was a really big match day from the group, for this group right here, because Brazil was still number 1. Peru became number 2. Venezuela was in 3rd place, and Bolivia was in 4th, I believe. And then now in Group B, the match days were Colombia beat Qatar 1-0, squeezing out the win. Argentina drawing with Paraguay. If Paraguay didn't allow that penalty, then that Messi scored, then they wouldn't have went through to the knockout stages, which would mean Colombia would be number 1 in the group. Paraguay and number 2. Argentina and Qatar tie was number 3. Uruguay versus Japan, they drawed 2-2. I was actually watching this game, but I forget who scored the goals. Then Chile versus Ecuador. Ecuador got a red. Alexis Sanchez did good, I believe, which put Chile in number 1. Chile in number 1, Uruguay in number 2, Japan in number 3, and Ecuador in the very bottom of the group. Bolivia versus Venezuela, 3-1 Venezuela. And then Brazil versus Peru, which won 5-0 by Peru. And which would put Brazil at the top of the group, Venezuela in 2nd, Peru in 3rd, and Bolivia in 4th. And Qatar in the match between Qatar and Argentina. Argentina would win 2-0, which would send them through. Colombia and Paraguay. Colombia won 1-0. If you do not know what 0 means, it means 0. But in soccer terms, which would put Colombia in number 1 in the group. So hold up, Colombia have 9 points, number 1 in the group. Paraguay have 2 points. Yeah, Paraguay have 2 points. They have 2 points. Argentina have 4 points, which will put them in 2nd. Paraguay in 3rd. Qatar in last place. And then Chile versus Uruguay. Uruguay won 1-0. Ecuador versus Japan. They drawed 1-1, which would put Uruguay in number 1, and then in number 2 Chile, I believe. Yeah, Chile won their first 2 games. Yeah, so Chile in number 2 because they had 6 points. And Uruguay had 9. Then between Ecuador and Japan, so they both had 1 point. Well, Japan had 2 points. Yeah, Japan would finish in 3rd place. Ecuador would finish in 4th place in their group. Now in the quarterfinals, Brazil versus Paraguay. Paraguay had a red card, and they still sent it to They still sent it to penalties. If you not know, in the Copa America, there is no extra time. It goes straight to penalties. And then Venezuela versus Argentina, winner will face Brazil because they beat Paraguay. Argentina win 2-0 as expected. So it's going to be Brazil versus Argentina in the semifinals. And then Chile versus Colombia. I was watching this penalty shootout. I was watching it. And it was won 5-4 by Chile. Then Uruguay versus Peru. There's been a lot of penalty shootouts. Only one match in good pens. Peru beat Uruguay in a shocking upset, 5-4. And I'm a Peru fan, wearing my Peru jersey right here. And then in the semi, it's gonna be Peru versus Chile, and then in the semifinals. But first, Brazil beat Argentina 2-0 to send them through, and Peru beat Chile 3-0 to send them to the final. And the match was 3rd place. It was Argentina versus Chile. Argentina won 2-1, but the real highlight of the game was the red cards for Messi and Gary Medel, because Gary Medel was shoving Messi, and then they both got red for it. But in an interview, Gary Medel said they're all good. They had a cup of coffee after the game. Actually, I saw that from Oh My Goal, who's a YouTube channel who makes videos on soccer. And that was a pretty good game. Yeah, although I didn't watch it. Then Brazil versus Peru, 3-1 Brazil. Jesus did really good, although he did get the red card. And for Peru, that was 3-1 Brazil winning the final. As that is the end of the video. If you have enjoyed, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you do not miss out on a single video. And peace out. See you guys next time, and good.